Alright, so let's take a quick look at this alternator before I install it in my 2005 Toyota Tacoma. This is a remanufactured alternator by Remy. It's made in China. The part number is 12825. My truck is a 2005 Toyota Tacoma with the 2.7 liter engine. This alternator is getting harder and harder to find. Now, something that I've noticed is that the alternator came with a clutched pulley, which the 2005 to 2007 model year of truck did not come with a clutched pulley. It came with a standard pulley. So we'll see how this alternator works. According to the sticker on the box, it says the unit appearance may be different, but the parts should still fit and function properly. If we take a closer look at this alternator, it doesn't actually appear to be remanufactured as the box states. Being a product of China, I'm going to assume that it is a new unit, because I know with the previous generation of Remy alternators, they used to actually have a sticker on the side, which was the original Denso sticker, and it would say remanufactured for Toyota. Which this alternator does not have. So hopefully the quality still lives up to their previous generation of alternators. I haven't used any newer Remy products. I thought that I would give this one a shot because it's getting harder and harder to find the alternator for this truck at a reasonable price. So I did purchase this alternator from partsavatar.ca, and you can see that the image actually shows the previous generation of Remy alternator, with the sticker on the side here that does say remanufactured for Toyota by Remy, and then it has a little Denso tag here. Would have been nice to receive that alternator, but hopefully, like I said, the newer one will work just fine. So I've used Parts Avatar a few times now. I purchased a Walker exhaust system for my truck from there, and it came in and it fit perfectly. So hopefully that's the same case with this alternator. So as everybody can see, the charging system light is on. I did diagnose this. I verified all my powers, grounds, communication lines, and it is in fact the alternator that needs to be replaced. So I'll now show you how to do that. Alright, so the first thing we're going to have to do is remove the negative battery cable. That is a 10mm size socket and wrench that you will need. And then you will remove the 10mm nut securing the positive cable from the alternator to the battery, as well as the electrical connector on the back side of the alternator. The release tab is on the back side of the connector, the side that is facing the exhaust. You will then need to remove the belt, and it can be removed by using a 14mm socket and wrench. That is accessed right down there, this guy. The belt can then be removed, and then the alternator is secured to the engine with two 14mm bolts. One of them is right there, and the other one you can see once the belt is removed. Okay, so I did just want to show you guys that release tab there. As you can see, this is what you would push down on, and this was sitting on the alternator just like this, with the release tab facing the exhaust. Okay, so now that the belt is out of the way, and like I said, this guy down here is just a 14mm, and you turn that clockwise to remove the belt, aka tightening direction. And underneath here is the second 14mm bolt that secures the alternator to the engine. And there's the top one. So we'll remove those two now, and the alternator will come out through this section here. Alright, so I have my old alternator out, standard pulley. Here is the new replacement alternator with the clutched pulley. does appear that this will work, as they do line up. The diameter looks to be the same amount of grooves. The electrical connector is also the same as the one that I've taken off. This alternator is a Wilson alternator, and it only lasted around 2 years. So I'm not quite sure what's up with that. I don't have any aftermarket accessories or anything installed. So hopefully we get a bit more life out of this Remy one. The Wilson one is actually all corroded inside. I did take this apart in an attempt to clean it and put it back together, but it's still not charging correctly, and the light is still on. So we'll see what we get out of this alternator here. So here's what's going on under the hood. The longer bolt here is going to go onto the bottom of the alternator, and the shorter bolt here goes on the top. Like I said, they're both 14mm socket sizes. This cable, you can take the time to clean it up now. Mine looks like it's in okay shape, and we'll get that new alternator put in. Alright, so we've got our battery cable tightened back down, our belt reinstalled, and our alternator charging cable reinstalled. We'll start it up and see if the light goes out. Alright, so the truck's running now. The light is out. Perfect. We're good to go. We'll hook up the multimeter and see what it's charging at. Alright, so our old alternator here needs to be packaged up in the new alternator's box and sent back for our core return. Overall, so far, my experience with Parts Avatar has been great. I would recommend them to any Canadian looking for a website that is somewhat similar to Rock Auto, but once again is Canadian. The only thing that I could say they could change is maybe to update the photos a little bit, because like I said, this alternator that I received did not match the photos. Although it did work, I was happy with that. We'll see how long it lasts. And when I've had to communicate with Parts Avatar, they've been very pleasant, and they've kept me up to date with my shipment details. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.